The subcommittee released data into 5 U.S. meat packing plants that after they began investigating back in February. Now, witnesses today say there was not enough done to protect minority and rural communities.
With long shifts, enclosed workplaces, and crowded conditions, meatpacking plants presented a perfect storm for the coronavirus to spread.
New evidence released by the subcommittee today showed nearly 60,000 meatpacking workers became sick with COVID-19, while more than 250 people lost their life to the virus. In Arkansas, more than 9,000 poultry plant workers were infected with COVID-19.
I remember receiving many calls from workers letting me know how terrified they were to see how fast their co-workers were getting infected with COVID. The company did nothing to notify workers who have been exposed to COVID, and they did nothing to quarantine those workers.
Magali Licoli is the founder of Venceremos, an Arkansas poultry workers' rights group. Today, she testified saying Arkansas poultry plant workers had to organize their own call to action, demanding essential protections from Tyson, Butterball, Cargill, and George's Inc. Witnesses also blaming OSHA for not doing enough to hold companies accountable.
After thousands and thousands of workers got sick in meatpacking and so many died in these plants, OSHA did little more than slap them on their wrist, which in a way was a signal to the industry, don't worry, you're not going to be held accountable for what you did.
Witnesses today testifying that meatpacking industries were more focused on protecting profits than employees.
Poultry workers' lives, dignity, and humanity are more important than company profits. It's immoral that companies are able to profit from the injury, suffering, and death of workers, and it must end now.
And funds were appropriated through Congress to give up to $600 to poultry plant workers as relief payments. Now, we did reach out to both Tyson, Butterball, George's Inc., and Cargill for a comment, but they did not respond to our request. Live in Springdale, I'm Kendall Ashman, 4029 News.